Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you all the pictures I chose for my presentation, M Moment of Motion, presented by the one and only Fiona Lyon. So here's a curator's notes. So what I was looking for when I was choosing the theme of my project and all the pictures that I chose was I was really looking for anything that includes movement in the image. So you could kind of just see action is taking place when you're looking at the image. And then one of the things I was also kind of looking for was it was like an everyday life. So these situations or settings can be easily accessible to anybody. And kind of just like I said, is an ordinary experience and that could occur any day. So the number one picture I chose was this volleyball picture. And the reason I chose it was it's such a great layout. And the volleyball player who's spiking the ball is slightly off centered, so your eyes just kind of want to focus on her as a main subject, and you could understand she's the main subject in the picture. And then if you look forward, you could see all of her teammates like preparing for the ball to take place. And I like the color schemes and how bright the red is in contrast to the blacks and the navy blues. And I just feel like there's a lot of anticipation in this picture, and I feel like shutter speed was used well. And then picture two. This one is kind of the same thing, but this one is just kind of homey feeling. It's really natural to look at because if you go to the beach, you're bound to see some kids kicking a soccer ball. And I also like how they're kind of segmented in like different stages of their movement. So like one kid is farther than the other. So it's kind of a trail of people across the image. Third image I chose was this one. I like how it's, like I said, an ordinary situation. Like I walked out of the Cub so many times in my one semester here. So I understand just like the movement of in and out of people constantly in the Cub, but I like how there's this one person that's off-centered and they're kind of in like slow movement, standing still, and it adds a lot of depth to the image and the group of people are going in two different directions. So I like that. This one, I think this is my sorority sister. I don't know who's in this class, but if you're watching this, perhaps send me a text because I know this is one of you guys. But I like the just like the movement. Like you could see her grabbing out the tea bottle from the vending machine freezer. You grocery store freezer, I don't know what they're called. But the contrast with all the colors behind her and then her having the movement of taking the bottle out is just like it's visually appealing to me, and that's why I chose this as one of my images. This one is also, it's in the same idea as the first image that I picked. I like how the ball is in movement and the girl is up in the air, and you could see like everybody's attention's on the ball. So I feel like there's like a lot of intense emotions coming from this image, but there's a lot of like lines, like the referee standing in the middle, so it kind of frames the image a little bit more. So I like that. But I feel like the coloring is it's kind of bright, so this is why I didn't pick this one as my number one. This one also has the same concept as the other little boys kicking the soccer ball, but I like how the boy's like slightly off-centered, but it's just him, and there's so much depth in the f-stop in the background, so it blurs everything, so like you could tell that he is the subject in the image. This one, I also like this one. It's just a guy cooking in the kitchen, but he's off to the side, so he's doing rule of thirds. He's framing the image a lot. And it's just a simple action of a guy cooking in a kitchen, but you could tell he's mixing the pot, and I like that. You could tell that he's in the process of cooking. And I feel like the motion in this image just tells a bigger story than it would have been if it was a guy posing in a kitchen, you know? So I like that image for that reason, and that's why I chose this one to add in my collection. This one, I go to Einstein's every single day. Einstein's is my favorite place ever. So this is just like such like a homey location for me. Like when I walk into Einstein's, I know I'm gonna have a good meal and then my stomach's gonna be full and I'm just gonna be happy. So this picture just brings a lot of joy to me because of the setting. But it's also in this image, you could tell like all the friends are together, just eating their bagel, talking. One of the girls is off to the side and she's drinking her smoothie. But I like how it's like kind of framed within the table. Like there's nothing really in the way of the table, and it's everything around the table that's giving like the story of the image. And then you could see a lot of people are just eating, typing on their computers, just having a grand old day, but it's very casual and just comforting to look at, and that's why I picked this one too. This one, I like this because you could tell all the guys are around a table. I like the angle and the lighting of the sun hitting the wood. It's you could tell it's golden hour in the afternoon. And I like how all the guys are just hanging around the table in the process of I think that's throwing a dice. They played like this dice game or something. I don't know. But you could tell they're just in the process of playing a game with all their friends in the afternoon. I feel like it's just very casual and just part of their daily lives. Like you could tell, like this is just a casual afternoon for them because there isn't many people in like the image, but you could tell it's just a couple of them that came together to just decide to play the dice game. So I like how that's the story you could tell from the image. This one, I like the depth of field and like the framing and the rule of thirds so much. It just adds so much depth of like being ground level, seeing the footballs, seeing the guy walk past the frame, and then all the movement in the back of the image behind the football player. Like, I like how you could tell how far you are from the stands. And a lot of students go to a football game on a Saturday night, so you could see the people walking in and out of the stands, and I like that a lot. This is a collaboration of basically all the pictures I chose, adding a couple that I took, part of the five image requirements that fit my theme of movement. So I added those, and you could kind of just tell, like, looking around, you could tell that everybody's doing something. And that was the intention with my theme is like some of it could be a basketball game, some of it could be a football game, some of it could be a volleyball game, but some of it's just walking out of the Cub on an afternoon, coming out of your classes, or getting lunch, or playing soccer on the beach, or playing a dice game with all your fraternity friends in the back of your fraternity house, or grabbing a drink from the gas station on a Monday afternoon or Monday morning. Nobody knows, but that's why I picked the images I picked, is because they really tell individual stories by just creating a sense of movement and having a setting that anybody could really go to at any point of the day. So that's my theme, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I can't even like, what's the middle? All right.